Okay. Anybody home? Well, does this look familiar? Yes. I was here a few weeks ago and I cleaned and sealed this floor in the bathroom, and I also did the little laundry area. Now I'm back to clean this floor. That's all I'm supposed to do is clean this and seal it. I told my friends I'd be here a couple days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and what do you suppose we've got here? Check this out. I've got a whole list of stuff here that she wants me to do now for. And the first thing was this kitchen sink. She said, hey, help, Joe. I haven't been able to use this since Saturday. There's water that's leaking around here. She wasn't quite sure what was going on. And look at this. It's a pull-out. And I just asked a few questions. I said, okay, what's going on? Where do you think it's leaking? And she thought it was leaking off of the hose that went up there and dripping or something down there. Before I even get the light out, you know, see how this is all damp and everything? You pull this open and it could be something as simple as this. Look at this here. You turn the water on and hey, okay, this was leaking a second ago. What's up? If your faucet is leaking, it could be something as simple as this. You see that? Because this hose is not tight. Okay, so if you have this closed like that and you don't know it, every time you turn the water on, you've got this loose, this fitting here. It's running down the pipe, this flexi line, drip, drip, drip off of there. And so, you know, it could be as simple as tightening this up. I'm just tightening it up by hand for right now. Okay. See, it's not leaking now. Voila, no leaks now. Now sometimes these threads, you might have to put some Teflon tape around there, and I might grab this and do just an 1/8 of a turn, 1/16 of a turn with a pair of pliers, because this is just plastic threads on here, okay? And I'm going to get back under there with the light and I'm going to shine it down there and look at it. But I'm going to say that there's probably nothing else that's wrong with that faucet. Now, I made another video of something like that before on a different faucet, same type of issue, and I've seen that 3 or 4 times. So if you have a pull-out hose like that, check and make sure that's tight before you start messing around with the hoses and the water lines under here and the trap and taking these nuts off for the adjustable P-trap down there and thinking it's something else. Okay, check all that out first, because you might get lucky and that might be all it is. Okay, I ran this sink for 3 or 4 minutes. I just turned it on and I tightened this up with a pair of pliers just about a 1/16 of a turn after I did this by hand. Okay, it's not leaking there now, is it? And I'm also running the dishwasher through a cycle. Got my nice construction light here, less than 20 bucks. You can get one of those. I use that for everything. And I turned on the sink and I'm running the dishwasher, checking for leaks. I don't see any. I swept all this up nicely, and before I put all this stuff back, I'm going to take my standby simple green, baby. Okay, I'm going to take that right there and I'm going to spray this down, because there was a leak in here, and less than 72 hours you won't have to worry about any mold building up, or you could get some other type of cleaner and spray down there. But I use simple green for just about everything. I'm just going to spray it in here and let this kind of sit and clean this up, and then I'll probably take a sponge and clean this out. Now if you notice, this is an old, pretty old cabinet. See, this is just wood, plywood down here. That's it. Most bottoms of the sinks cabinets bases are like that pre-finished melamine, the white melamine. And what you could do here, if you have something like this, you can clean it up the best you can. Then you can go down to the hardware store, you can measure this, and you can have them cut you a piece. You can slip that under here, you know, 3/4 inch material with the finished white edge on the front, let's say, something like that. Or you could take some, maybe they have 1/4 inch 4x8 sheets, and you can have them cut that down at the store if you don't have a skill saw or something. And then you can slip that down in there, wedge it in there, and you could glue it down, you could screw it down, you could just leave it lay in there, you know. And then you've got a nice white surface at the bottom that you can wipe out periodically, because this stuff, after a while, it starts checking and it's hard to stay clean, you know what I mean. So there's a thought for you. Don't worry, I'll get my light out. I've got a construction light with me, and I'm going to shine it up there, and I'm going to run this for 2 or 3 minutes, check everything else out before I call it good. Then I can get on this floor. See how dirty this is? See all the marks on there? This is Mexican tile floor pavers. This is inside a house. It looks nice, but you see how dark the lines are? Now see this bathroom? I cleaned this bathroom before. Okay? See the difference between those lines and these lines here? Yeah, just by cleaning it. Here's the same thing over here in the laundry area. See how much lighter this is? This goes out into the garage. And this was really super dirty here too. I only cleaned it to here. See the difference? Look at that. You can do that too. I use simple green, baby. It's all you gotta do. Now, why did I say anything about mold? The last thing I want to do is to keep you from doing your project. And I was not saying to use simple green, that's going to be the thing to use on mold. I use simple green here just to clean out this cabinet and to wipe it out. And I used a what did I use? Where's my little wire brush? I used this wire brush on there. I cleaned it up a little bit. I'm going to let that dry before putting all the rest of this stuff back in there. Okay? But if you're concerned, you know, if you think the water's been down there for more than 72 hours, and you clean it up the best way you can using simple green or any other household all-purpose cleaner or something, and if you're concerned about that, go to the hardware store, and they might have something that you can spray on here just to be on the safe side, you know. But, or you can just kind of keep an eye on this after it dries and stuff and see what happens, see if you see any black marks or anything like that. But I think this is going to dry up just fine. I came here thinking all I was going to have to do, like I said, was to clean this floor. I thought, okay, on Tuesday I'll clean this floor, Wednesday I'll seal it, Thursday the sealer will dry, and I'm out of here. But check this out. Door to downstairs, kitchen faucet leaking, curtains in the master, faucet downstairs bathroom, thermostat, bars and shower, grab bars. She's thinking about installing weather strip, weatherproof front door, rug spot clean, caulking in master bath. Oh, that's nasty too. Somebody didn't do a very good job there. Bathroom door not latching. And I've got to clean and seal this floor. I don't think I'm going to be out of here by Thursday, but you know what? That's okay. I'll probably end up making more videos for you.
That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.